Good morning, everybody. The world is changing again. It's kind of exciting. It is the middle of March of 2014, and we're seeing um, a lot of movement in the world. There's so many good things that we could be doing to enhance our society right now, but we're not doing them because we're afraid. There is a movement going on the planet right now to overthrow governments that are oppressive and awful, and yet our own government isn't doing anything about it. And we are actually at the forefront of the oppressors right now. We have become the oppressor nation. We have become the bullies of the world, the police of the world, and it's bad. Um, there's so many beautiful, wonderful spirits here on the planet. There's so many wonderful things we could be doing, but we're not doing them. We should be feeding the homeless in the world. We should be taking care of the animals that are here. We must take care of our water supply, because that will destroy us. How do we do these things? We stop putting the money toward war. Stop putting the money toward things that are not helping us. We educate our people. We teach them to meditate. We teach them to love. We teach them that everyone counts. Everyone's important. Black, white, gay, straight, it doesn't make any difference what you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you sleep with. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is that love is here. It makes me really sad when I see little children that are starving. I see all the children of war. I see all the children of famine. I see the children of disease. It makes me want to cry. It makes me want to do something, but I'm only one person. I can't do everything. I need help. I need all of you to help me. I've been sent to this planet as a teacher, as a light being, as a compassionate living soul here. And I know that there are millions of you out there. And I implore you, if you see this video, to please comment or contact me somehow. And just send an email, do something to let me know that you're out there. This is a plea. This is a plea for the people of the earth, for us to start living our lives as though we are part of this planet. This planet is a living, breathing, conscious being, and she's upset. We had an earthquake here yesterday, and I found out that yesterday I also had an earthquake down in Chile again. And I think it's really, really important that we start to live our lives with a lot more consciousness. We start to see that we are not just, travelers on this planet. We are part of it. We are part of this planet. And if we don't do these things, if we don't start making some changes now, then we're going to be in big trouble. And I think that it's important that you start to look at the spirit that you're going to everything with. How do you go to your job? How do you interact with the people at the coffee shop? How do you deal with your medical situations? How do you deal with your children? How do you deal with your parents? What kind of man are you or woman are you? How do you present yourself in the world? Because that energy translates around, and if you harm somebody, then they're going to harm somebody, then that person harms somebody, and it creates a chain of harm. If we do things consciously, if we do things with intent, we can start to make some of these changes. If somebody asks you for change, you give it to them. Don't ask them why they need it. Just give it to them. If somebody needs a hug, hug them. If somebody's sick, you go over to their house and help them. If somebody's in crisis, you do everything you can to try to minimize that crisis for them. You don't have to solve all their problems, but you do have to actually participate. You do have to actually help your friends. Because if they're shown kindness, then guess what? When something happens to one of their friends, then they will show kindness. And they'll say, oh, you know what? Phil came over to my house and totally made me soup. Just something simple like that. You make somebody soup. You make them feel good. You bring over a bouquet of flowers. Something. We have to start thinking in this way. We have to start teaching our children that hate is not an option. They are not permitted to live in a world where they are supposed to hate people or not like this person because they're gay or because they're black or because they're Chinese or because they're anything else, but love them because they're human. And as soon as we start doing things like that, as soon as we start living our lives from that level of consciousness, then and only then will we ascend. There will be a lot more videos coming, so this is one of the first ones I'm doing. There's some more on my YouTube page. But please, think about what you're doing. Seriously, think about what you're doing. Think about the world around you and think about how you can help make things better. I wish you the very best. Namaste.